All right. Here I am again. It's the jack of all trades, J-la-rei from around the way. So before we get started in trading, what I want you all to understand are a few things about the stock market, and they seem fundamental, but it's necessary to understand it. So first things first, not every company is on the stock market. So there are a bunch of big name companies. One that comes to mind right away is Chick-fil-A. They're not on the stock market, and they probably never will be. When you put yourself on the market, you actually open yourself up to scrutiny from your investors, and that would be us. Anybody who buys shares in the company is considered an investor. So, with that in mind, you understand when you buy shares of a company, you have a say so. And in some companies, you also are allotted certain rights, and also you can also be given money for holding certain amount of shares of a company. Some companies range from 20 cents a share, 4 times a year, to up to $2, $3 a share, 4 times a year. So that's something to understand. Those are called dividends. We'll look into that later after we get into the buying and selling. The next thing that we want to understand is some of the terms that are used. And the basic terms for the stock market would be bullish or bull market. And that means the market is going up, like it's on the rise. A lot of people are having interest in a lot of these different stocks. So the price of your shares are going to go up. And bear is when the market falls. That's when people are losing interest in a stock, and hence the shares are losing money. And that leads into another big thing on the market that needs to be understood is all of the market movement is affected by what people think about the company. So if we'll say a big name company like Tesla, if Elon Musk feeds the homeless and out in LA, and gives like a lot of charity to LA, and a lot of people find out about that, they're going to feel good about his company. They're going to feel good about him as an owner. So they're going to translate that, and sometimes it will translate to the stock itself, the company that you own shares in. So that can make it go up. And it can also do the opposite. There was a few moments in Tesla's history where some negative comments came out, or perceived negative comments, but they didn't think the company was going to do well. They didn't think people were going to, they didn't think they were going to reach their goals, their marks, and the stock dropped. But as we see, it was a temporary drop. So the biggest thing about the market is don't invest in a company too heavily that you don't really believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in it, then other people won't believe in it. So definitely keep that in mind when we're making these trades and we're looking into these different companies. Don't invest too heavily in a company that you really don't know too much about, or you really don't believe will do well. In the beginning, we're going to be doing this together, but once you go out on your own, it'll be really helpful information to understand.